Hey everyone, I am here working on a project for this month's mood board, and I have the mixed media kit here, and over here I have this month's scrapbooking kit, which I think I'll be using part of it for this mood board inspired project. I already have one side of this wood gear with gesso on it. The mixed media kit comes with this tube of black gesso, Prima black gesso, but I already have an open tube of black gesso, so I'm using that one, and I'll just put that in my extra storage space. So I'm going to finish up this gear real quick with the gesso, and then start trying to figure out exactly which pieces I'm going to be using from the kits and how I'm going to color them, work them, what have you. Okay, my gesso is dry, and I'm going to brush on some gel, just some regular matte gel, all on one side, so that my metallic flakes, these are the flakes that came in the mixed media kit, so that they'll have something to adhere to. And just a little tip, might get a little bit darker because I have to turn off my ceiling fan, otherwise you'll be chasing flakes everywhere if you have a fan going. So I'm going to do that real quick. And then brush this on, and then put these down and wait for the gel to dry, and then come back and brush off the excess. Alright, I am going to work on these metal pieces that came in the mixed media kit. I just have my gear background sitting off to the side right now. And to start, I am going to I'm going to grab up some clear gesso. This actually came in the well, I just have sometime in, I think it was sometime in 2018 in a mixed media kit. It came in a 3-pack. But this is some clear gesso, and I kind of just going to put it up over here, and I want to use some of the Hockey Puck black. This is one of the colors that came in the Starburst Squirts Northern Lights set from Lindy's in the kit, and I want to mix it in with that clear gesso and use that, because mixing this with the gesso will give it the staying power and give me a layer to maybe add some other of the colors in after it's dried. So I just kind of want to give just some tinting to that gesso. before brushing it on and seeing how it comes out here. Alright, and before this is dry, because it is rather light, I think I'm going to add just some drops along here and give it a spray with some water and let it just flow around naturally however it wants. And then possibly dry it, maybe air dry it. Just gonna spread it around. Alright, this isn't glued down yet, but you can see how I have this laid out. You're going to want to use something that has real good hold to it, like E6000 works good with metal. I have used heavy gels with metal, either this kind, the Liquitex. I've seen the Finnabair, the 3D gel of hers, get used for heavy duty adherence. So something like that, something that is going to have good hold for your metal to your wood. I just have this little tube of E6000 that I'm going to use, and I'm going to pull them off one at a time and then put them back down. And then, especially with this going to be metal to metal, the E6000 I think is going to be my best bet. So I'm just going to glue this, and E6000, I think it's like 72 hours for a full cure, but by tomorrow morning I'll be able to move this around and work with it well enough and not worry about things sliding. Alright, I was kind of experimenting a little bit here. I kind of want to age the metallic flakes on this background. So I mixed some of the Emerald A from Lindy's Game in with some more clear gesso, and I'm going to brush it on, and then I'm going to just kind of randomly drop in some of the Canadian Bacon Blush and the Maple Syrup Bronze, spraying it with water and drawing it as I go along, and just kind of trying to get those colors together, and you know, some more aging done on this background. Okay, this I am going to set off to the side as soon as I get, there we go. I'm going to set that off to the side and kind of work on, because as I said in the beginning, I think I'm pulling elements from both the scrapbooking kit and the mixed media kit. And I'm going to work on these, I'll put them over here, black chipboard pieces that had came in the scrapbooking kit. And I'm going to I don't think I'm going to coat them in any gesso because I do kind of want to see how they work on absorbing the starburst squirts here. So I'm going to set them here to work. I'm going to grab up my heat gun and I'm just going to kind of spray them with water and then add some of the colors and spray them with water until I get a coating that I'm happy with. Alright, I am just going to start playing around and working on placement and probably cutting out pieces from some of the sheets, at least one of the sheets that it came in the scrapbooking kit. I have plans for a couple of these transfers from the mixed media kit, but I'm just gonna play around and get what I want to use ready before I start gluing everything down. I am getting ready to do the transfers that I have picked out. My butterfly, I'm going to put some of this script on it. And on this piece of printed paper cardstock, I'm going to put this guy on it. And then on this little mechanism looking thing, I'm going to line up this clock face. So I have my warm water here, and I have a sponge. And after you get the pieces you want cut out, you're going to want to peel off the protective plastic. And then lay your transfer in facing down. Don't let it fall in or touch itself. It's going to get stuck to itself. And stay here for 10-15 seconds to really get that white paper loosened up. And pull it out. And line it up over what you're putting it on. And use your sponge to really push it on. And then you can just slide that paper off. Real easy peasy. That was really, really easy, actually. Came right on off. And I'm just going to use my wore out. There we go. And this actually is going to come up real easy for me. And I'm just going to set it right here to dry for right now. Alright, I'm going to try something here real quick. I like this little crown right there, this little crown. I think it's gonna go with my little fella here, but I want it on something clear, so I am not going to peel off that protective plastic. I'm just going to put it all in to soak so that the transfer can be put, or I can just keep the transfer on that plastic. Let's see how that works. And after, you'll understand why if you haven't seen the pictures yet or really noticed or wondered where it came from. Because I do plan on using those Lindy's colors to add the color to it. But leaving it on this plastic will give it kind of a transparency look there. So I'm just going to go like that. And hey, it worked. That paper slid right on off. Transferred that crown just onto that plastic. So now I'm just going to set these here and let them dry. My pieces are dry. This one I probably should have cut down or gessoed it. I put clear gesso on all of them, but as you can see, when I was doing it, a little bit stuck. It adds character. So I'm going to move these over here real quick. Take this off. And I'm going to, I have some of my paint brushes here, the real fine ones, because I'm going to use the Lindy's to add details, bring out some of the details of the pieces that I have here. That's what the gesso is for, so that the Lindy's would have a place to stick. I think I'm about ready to see, just see how much of this I'm going to get on here. I'm not sure if I'll get all 4 of these pieces I did on here. Actually, maybe I can stick that one there. Put my little butterfly here. Like that. Actually, I might use this turned over like so. Alright, I'm gonna grab up my gel here. I'm gonna let this sit up and dry now and just sort of see after this is set if I'll be adding anything else. Now these are one of the packs of flowers that came from the scrapbooking kit this month. And I'm going to see how I feel having some on here. And actually, yeah, I think I'm going to put a few of these flowers on and then let it dry and call this done. Alright, I'm all done here. Almost all done here. I like it. I want to kind of, I don't know if necessarily cover would be the right word for it, but I guess that's what I'll be doing. I'm going to be covering up the bottom, that rough edge, with this little butterfly, and that's going to be it. Just my final touch is going to be this butterfly as part of this. I'm just going to stick that on. And this little project is done. I hope it gave you some ideas of what can be done with the items that are in this month's mixed media kit. It's mostly the mixed media kit. Some of the scrapbooking kit is in here, I think. Gosh, now I can't remember. Yeah, I think the flowers came from the scrapbooking kit, and the butterflies from the scrapbooking kit, and the paper cutouts from the scrapbooking kit, but then the rest was from the mixed media kit, I'm pretty sure. See, I told you this had ample time to dry. It's been a few days, so I already apparently forgot everything. So I'm just going to stick this butterfly on and angle it and go let it sit out and dry. And thank you for joining us here at Tres Jolie, and I will see you again soon.